Showcase. A stage to display one's talents. From the unforgettable moments.
Mankind has achieved his dream!
This is home.
On the biggest stage.
The boyhood dream! What did we just see? Daniel Bryan did it! The Miracle Kid!
To the greatest conflicts. From the biggest names. But this showcase is about a man. A man who became a legend.
A man named Stone Cold Steve Austin.
After learning his craft from gentleman Chris Adams, Austin would begin his career in 1989.
I've been very impressed by Steve Austin's ability. He's showing that he has the potential to go a long, long way.
In 1991, the nation got their first glimpse of the future.
From Hollywood, California, 253 pounds, stunning Steve Austin.
Dominating, overpowering, arrogant.
When you bring two world-class athletes together and they mesh as one, you create an unbeatable machine.
And we will be unstoppable as a team. Count on it.
But despite his success, no one saw a superstar. And when injuries sidelined Steve, the future looked bleak.
Next day, I got a FedEx mail said I was fired. I was like, that kind of sucked.
Frustration took over.
There's nothing going my way because the politics kept the biggest potential superstar in wrestling on the ground.
Frustration turned to anger.
We're going to put the U.S. title on you, and then we're going to take you here, and then you're the #1 contender, so then you got this world title shot. Well, all that's never happened.
And anger created opportunity.
The ringmaster seems to really have it all. The size, the strength, the agility, the wrestling acumen.
Austin would enter WWE as the ringmaster, but wasted no time turning himself into a more ruthless character.
His peers dubbed him the ringmaster. I would suggest to you from the look on his face and his attitude, he's a stone cold if anything.
His moment was finally here.
It's on to bigger and better things after King of the Ring, after I win it all.
And nothing would be the same again.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final match to determine the King of the Ring. It is scheduled for one fall with a 1-hour time limit. Approaching the ring, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And Steve Austin, ladies and gentlemen, went to the emergency room after his first matchup with Wildman Mark Merrow and had, I think, 16 stitches in his mouth and his tongue. And he has returned here, King, in the King of the Ring.
Well, you know, I got to wonder if on his way to the emergency room, if he saw Jake the Snake Roberts being whisked away in an ambulance.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the King of the Ring, Stone Cold Steve Austin awaits that man. And King, that man, Jake the Snake Roberts, earlier tonight took on Vader.
Oh, man.
It was not a good outing for the Snake.
He got squashed in more ways than one. Watch this big Vader bomb. It's lucky there wasn't just a grease spot left in the ring.
450 pounds, doing internal damage. To what degree, we don't know, but Jake Roberts struggling to even get his reptile bag up on the apron of the ring. And Jake is gingerly walking into the ring. This is a one-fall match in the King of the Ring competition. And the Rattlesnake showing that he is wanting to end this quickly and convincingly.
Oh, look at this, JR. What's he doing to him?
He's stomping a mud hole, and
Yes.
Jake the Snake And now he is walking it dry. Nothing but high impact intensity from a relentless, unforgiving Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He's pounding poor Jake the Snake like a tent stake. No stopping the rattlesnake here.
Austin is not going to give any opportunity for Jake Roberts to fight his way back into this match. Nothing pretty about Austin's offense, but it's very effective.
Oh man, here goes.
Austin off that second turnbuckle, driving his elbows into the sternum, the ribs of Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh man, I don't know if poor Jake the Snake is going to be able to get back to his feet.
He's simply reminding him that he's there. Steve Austin can feel the momentum swinging his way.
Oh, and he got dropped.
Not the most effective striking here. How in the world did he counter that?
Oh, and a terrific reversal. By Steve Austin. There's a bullseye on that arm.
Easily avoided. Getting back into the ring now. Strikes to the face.
Oh. I'm not so sure that Gorilla Monsoon necessarily made the best decision by allowing Jake the Snake Roberts to come back out here and compete in this matchup.
We all know Monsoon is notorious for making stupid decisions.
Really pushing his opponent to the limit here. Oh, you can imagine every one of those blows, JR. It's like thunder and lightning right into his belly every time he moves.
Well, Jake Roberts had a choice. He didn't have to come out here.
Yeah, but this is King of the Ring, and you know you'll do whatever it takes to win. Incredible counter. Oh, wait, nice reversal. Jake the Snake Roberts putting it on him right now.
Doing a lot of damage to the body.
Now with complete control. He's in full-on attack mode now.
He's got the dreaded camel clutch locked in. Was ready for that one. Not the most effective strike.
Oh, he almost took his head clean off. And we know what's coming next. The shoulders are down.
This guy's a competitor. He's not going down yet.
And this is where Austin is the most dangerous, when his back is up against the wall.
He delivers another slam.
Even if you can get back to your feet after a move like that, at this stage of the match, you're still...
Oh my, Steve Austin.
Oh, he's in trouble now.
The King of the Ring finals continues here. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stunner! Stunner!
With a stunner on Jake the Snake Roberts. And the referee counts as 3. And Austin has beaten Jake the Snake Roberts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout, and now reigning King of the Ring, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And there you see Stone Cold Steve Austin,
the new King of the Ring for 1996. Man, this was some battle, JR.
Also went through some tough guys. to finally get to the top of the mountain. There you see him. What is next for Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I'm just wondering how the rattlesnake's going to look with a crown on his head.
Yeah, if he'll even wear it. I wonder if this is the beginning of bigger things for Stone Cold Steve Austin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the fourth prestigious King of the Ring, Stone Cold Steve Austin, an incredible victory.
The first thing I want to be done is to get that piece of crap out of my ring. Don't just get him out of the ring, get him out of the WWE. Because I've proved, son, without a shadow of a doubt, you ain't got what it takes anymore. You sit there and you thump your Bible and you say your prayers, and it didn't get you anywhere. Talk about your Psalms, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass.
Come on, that's not necessary.
All he's got to do is go buy him a cheap bottle of and try to dig back some of that courage he had in his prime. As the King of the Ring, I'm serving notice to every one of the WWE superstars. I don't give a damn what they are. They're all on the list, and that's Stone Cold's list, and I'm fixing to start running through all of them. As far as this championship match is considered, son, I don't give a damn if it's Davey Boy Smith or Shawn Michaels. Steve Austin's time has come. And when I get the shot, you're looking at the next WWE champion. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Obviously anything but humble. The fourth prestigious King of the Ring, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass. As the King of the Ring, I'm serving notice to every one of the superstars. They're all on the list, and I'm fixing to start running through all of them. Steve Austin's time has come, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Oh, wait a minute, look at that. Cheap shot. Oh, no. Stone Cold Stunner. Oh, come on. There you go. Come on.
Stone Cold is the best there is.
As Stone Cold continued to scratch names off his superstar hit list, there was one name that had eluded Austin's sights.
I'd like to use this chance to issue a challenge against one Bret the Hitman Hart.
Bret Hart had been absent for the dawn of 316, and the man who had been raising hell all over WWE.
If you put the letter S in front of Hitman, you've had my exact opinion of Bret Hart. I'm the best there is.
I don't pay attention to a lot of talk.
I'm the best there was.
Especially when it comes from you.
And I'm the best there ever will be.
The Hitman found himself in unfamiliar territory, the crosshairs of the Texas Rattlesnake.
The one thing that's been missing has been me.
But the excellence of execution has never been one to back down from a challenge.
In the Survivor Series, I will face Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You're never gonna get through with Stone Cold Steve Austin. You're gonna have to kill me first, son, and that's the bottom line, and it's the truth.
And if I can beat Stone Cold, then I will beat Stone Cold. The rest is easy pickings for the Hitman.
Son, if you think Stone Cold Steve Austin is a stepping stone, well, watch the first step, cause it's a doozy.
Will Bret Hart be able to prove once and for all that he is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be?
We'll see who kicks whose ass.
Or will Austin 316 stomp the Hitman into exile?
You ain't got what it takes anymore.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Coming down the aisle from Victoria, Texas, weighing 250 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And ladies and gentlemen, here it comes. The man who could unquestionably spoil the comeback attempt of Bret the Hitman Hart. You talk about qualifications, King. This man, Stone Cold Steve Austin, could ruin Bret the Hitman Hart's career.
You know, JR, I saw Steve Austin a few years ago in the Sportatorium down in Dallas, Texas. And you could see the greatness, the potential greatness. It's all about attitude, then and now. An attitude, I might add, that is somewhat appreciated by this capacity crowd.
And his opponent, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 234 pounds, Bret Hitman Hart.
The Hitman, Bret Hart, looking to electrify this capacity crowd. And everyone, and I mean everyone, are on their feet.
Well, he's back. He ain't no clown. He ain't no trash man. He's a fierce competitor. And so is Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's what it's all about, JR. Wrestling, competition, intensity, athleticism, and drama. And we're going to experience it all in this one match here tonight.
Well, this should be quite the contest, Jerry. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret the Hitman Hart, finally going to meet one-on-one. This is a rivalry that has been brewing for several weeks now.
Well, you're right about that, JR. A long time coming, and it's finally here. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Rattlesnake, going against the best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. This should be great.
Bret the Hitman Hart, the consummate wrestler, scientific, fundamentally sound. Austin likes to brawl, likes to fight.
Oh, look at this stare down. Are either one of these guys going to be intimidated, JR?
I don't think so. Austin trying to get into Hart's head. I don't think that's going to happen.
Look at that!
Oh, my goodness. You're number one in the heart of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Here they go.
The black heart of the Texan. Collar and elbow tie-up. And it's Bret the Hitman Hart. Well, had the advantage momentarily. Austin now reverses it. Referee asked for a clean break.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't want to be the referee in this match, would you, JR?
Absolutely not.
Uh-oh. I think timbers are going to flare really quick.
Well, the tension, you could feel the tension when these men came to the ring. You knew this was going to be special.
What if Stone Cold Steve Austin used the sharpshooter to make Bret Hart submit?
He's taking his opponent to school here.
Steve Austin doing a great job of turning that around. Ouch! That arm's going to be absolutely worthless after this match. Uh-oh, climbing the turnbuckle.
From the top turnbuckle. Inside the ring again. You'll be feeling the effects of that for a while. Wow, he didn't expect that to happen.
Right on the kidneys. You know, doing some checking, neither of these two men have ever submitted in a match in their entire career, JR.
Both men with strong wills, King. Proud hearts, neither willing to give an inch.
Well, I believe it's going to come down to a submission in this matchup, which would obviously be a first. and how humiliating it would be for one of these guys to give up right here in New York City.
How ironic would it be if Stone Cold Steve Austin placed the sharpshooter on Bret Hart and won by submission? Hart hits the mat. Trying to exhaust every bit of air from the lungs here.
Well, Bret Hart has done it all here in the heart of New York, except for beating Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, he won the title right here at WrestleMania 10 in the Garden. Just making his presence felt there.
Bret Hart reversing it. Incredible.
He made that reversal look easy.
Inflicting great damage to the back region.
Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight.
He lands the strike with great accuracy. Well, no one ever said that Stone Cold has class, and he will do anything, and folks, I mean anything, to intimidate an opponent. I'm not so sure Bret Hart can be intimidated by anyone.
He can't be intimidated, JR, but that's not the issue here. The issue is how much ring rust does Bret Hart possess?
Time is a great equalizer, King.
Yeah, JR, so we'll see how long it'll take Bret to get back in that groove, to get all his timing back. You can train in the gym all you want, but this is where it counts, right here.
He wants this battle decided inside the ring.
Steve Austin making his statement as we speak. Oh, once you get out of the ring, anything can happen. You've got exposed steel, concrete, the barricades, and all of it can be used to cause massive damage.
This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody. You have to wonder, as this match wears on, whether or not the effects of those devastating holds and blows of Steve Austin will take their effect on Bret Hart, considering the Hitman was off for 6 months.
And for some reason, it's been an obsession with Austin and Bret Hart over the years.
And what an opportunity for Steve Austin to make a name for himself at the expense of Bret the Hitman Hart. It sort of reminds me of the gunslinger days. Everyone wants to be the fastest draw.
You're right, JR. Everybody wants to notch their gun.
Wow, he did not expect that to happen.
Whoa, I've never seen him do that before.
We now have to question if he'll be able to come back after that.
A spectacular counter by Steve Austin. He clearly has confidence in that move. Inflicting some serious pain here.
I'm not sure I can watch this.
And now he goes for it for a second time.
Whoa! Bret Hart getting softened up here.
Look at the strength.
Oh, he's got his opponent, and what's he going for here? When he gets going like this, there are few better.
Wow. Austin's just opening a can. Bret Hart being overwhelmed here.
Very nicely done. Now that's how you do it. Oh, this may very well end it.
Oh, my. Steve Austin.
He's trying to get inside his head.
Oh, looking to make a statement.
Oh, my. Steve Austin.
Oh, look at this. Stone Cold Steve Austin thinks he's in charge here, JR.
Yeah, but I think that Bret Hart's got other ideas. Hart trying to get control of the match now.
Oh, Bret Hart going for another bulldog.
But Austin counters. Oh. There's Hart sternal first into the turnbuckle.
Oh, man, look at this, JR. Both men down.
Rinse and repeat.
Incredible move by Steve Austin.
Hey now, Steve Austin making his statement as we speak. Well, we're on the move here.
Picks him up like a toy.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you could find yourself in a world of hurt.
Getting back into the ring now. Oh, what impact.
Wait, is he still conscious? Man, that looked bad. This guy's just too strong.
At this point, you'd think he'd have that move well scouted.
That'll send shocks up and down the vertebral column. Somebody's going to get hurt in this match. He's in full-on attack mode now. There's some serious power right there. No, not again. It only takes a couple of those to bring his night to an end.
Oh, man, that's gotta hurt.
I have a feeling we're going to see several more demonstrations like that before the night's over.
Incredible move by Steve Austin.
Okay, we've seen this.
Oh my, Steve Austin. My God almighty, going for the cover. He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while.
Wait, is he still conscious? Man, that looked bad. Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight. Oh, wait, nice reversal. Spine buster! It only takes a couple of those to bring his night to an end. Oh, out of nowhere! Steve Austin making his statement as we speak.
And a huge blow to his back.
Wait, is he still conscious? Man, that looked bad.
Whoa, the back of his head just bounced off the mat with that slam.
There's some serious power right there.
Buster. Big time restaurant quality spine buster.
That'll send shots up and down the vertebral column. What a display of power that was. Oh, wait, nice reversal. Well, looks like a visit to the chiropractor's office will be in order after this one. This guy's just too strong. He's showing no signs of letting up.
And a huge blow to his back.
There's some serious power right there. Hey, he's going for it again.
Oh my, Steve Austin. Man, what a matchup, King. This has been physical all the way through.
But I tell you, I think Stone Cold Steve Austin's got to be asking himself, what does he have to do to beat Bret Hart? Can he do it? Oh, look at this.
Austin with that diversion of the $1 Million Dream, but it's countered by Hart. Hart shoulders down, and Bret the Hitman Hart countered Austin and pins the Rattlesnake. Hart has earned a shot now at the WWE Champion.
Man, oh man, Stone Cold Steve Austin had that finishing maneuver locked in, but he wouldn't let go when Hart was on the ropes. That's what really cost him the victory.
The $1 Million Dream cost Austin maybe $1 million. This rivalry is far from over. I guarantee you that, by God.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special submission match. Hailing from Victoria, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Nothing fancy about this man. You talk about it in your face. That's who Stone Cold Steve Austin is.
Well, you're right about that. Steve Austin is 6'2", 252 pounds. And instead, there's not a human being walking the face of the earth that can make him say, I quit. You know what? I think I believe him.
His opponent, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 234 pounds, Bret Hitman Hart.
And here he comes, Bret the Hitman Hart. You really happy to see him again, King?
Well, I'm going to try to leave my personal history with Hart out of this, JR. Let me just say that, like this crowd, my feelings toward the so-called Hitman are mixed.
Well, I hate to bring this up, King, but Bret Hart took a little turn on you when he knocked you on your keister.
Yeah, and I didn't appreciate it one bit. Let me tell you, I think Bret Hart was out of line for doing that, as well as being out of line for the abusive obscenities that he hurled on live television. There's absolutely no excuse for that, no matter how much this man, so-called, has been screwed.
Well, you almost called him a son of a...
No, I didn't.
Well, look out. Here we go.
Oh, with authority.
It's really hard to imagine what's going through the head of our guest here. They may be having a hard time staying out of this matchup. Remember, our guest here is only here to officiate the match, not get involved. Of course, I'll believe that when I see it.
Oh, and a terrific reversal by Steve Austin. Big body slam. Wow. That shook the entire ring.
That takes so much strength.
Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous objects.
Some effective striking taking place.
Oh, once you get out of the ring, anything can happen. You've got exposed steel, concrete, the barricades, and all of it can be used to cause massive damage. Steve Austin making his statement as we speak. Well, we're on the move here. Steve Austin doing a great job of turning that around.
I'm not so certain that this match will be called right down the middle by our guest here. It's really hard to imagine what's going through the head of our guest here. They may be having a hard time staying out of this matchup. Nobody home for that one.
Oh, what an offensive move.
I'm not so certain that this match will be called right down the middle by our guest here. a spectacular counter by Steve Austin.
Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight.
It's really hard to imagine what's going through the head of our guest here. They made an incredible move by Steve Austin. I'm not so...
Oh, you better be careful, Stone Cold. Oh! If he knocks Bret out, Bret can't say I quit.
This I Quit match, Ken Shamrock, the referee. We are in Chicago. This is WrestleMania 13. Neither Austin or the Hitman have ever submitted in their professional careers. It's all on the line here. A lot of pride. Who's the alpha male? Nice leg sweep by the Hitman.
Man, this crowd is going wild, JR. They're waiting to hear one of these superstars say they quit.
You got to think that the Hitman is thinking sharpshooter, focusing on the leg of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Uh-oh, this is not going to be good for the Rattlesnake. Oh, man.
Bret Hart.
Oh, man, look at this. Ow!
The figure four using that ring post as leverage. Shamrock trying to free Stone Cold. And Austin, the damage has been done. Austin in a bad, bad way.
But he still will not say he quits.
Now, how much of a surprise was that?
Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous objects.
This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody.
When it gets you like that, you had better start to worry.
This is such a painful hold.
Putting careers on the line with moves like that. Unleashing it for a second time now. This is a painful submission hold and used to great effect here. Tremendous reversal. Great offense by Steve Austin.
It is so... Oh, look at this, JR. Man, I'm telling you, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, look out!
No! Inverted atomic drop. And Austin, that's a low blow technically. Again, a no disqualification match. Referee Ken Shamrock helpless to do anything about it. Now what's the Hitman doing?
Uh-oh, look out.
Steel chair. Bret Hart bringing a steel chair in the ring. It's as legal as a wrist lock.
Things are about to get ugly. Oh.
Back to the leg. Austin in trouble.
Oh, no.
Hart's got evil intentions.
This is going to be bad, JR. This is going to be real bad. Oh, look at this. This is going to be... Wait a minute. Bret Hart took too long. Stone Cold got the chair.
Oh, man. The steel chair right in the spine. From downtown Victoria, Texas.
Oh, look at Austin. He is begging Bret Hart to get back to his feet. And now, look out, JR. Austin's got that chair.
Austin keeping his word. Oh, my God. He said he was going to beat the hell out of Hart. And he's doing it with that steel chair. Nothing the referee can do about it. The stakes are high. And there's the reversal from Bret Hart. Lord Almighty, what a spine buster.
All these power moves tonight are making bigger and bigger impacts.
The pendulum has swung. The tide has indeed turned.
Right on the kidneys. Really pushing his opponent to the limit here. It looks like a visit to the chiropractor's office will be in order after this one. He is just getting busted up.
another spine buster.
Good grief! How is he still conscious?
And there's the reversal from Bret Hart.
Ooh, that one hit the mark.
It's really hard to imagine what's going through the head of our guest here. Oh my, Steve Austin.
He's got him in a submission. He's got the submission hold applied.
Really going to work here, just wrenching that thing.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't imagine that this will be business as usual.
He better have more than an HMO after that.
Even if you can get back to your feet after a move like that, at this stage of the match, you're still struggling to find your balance. What a battle! And for Bret Hart, unable to avoid being gashed.
What an amazing match here at WrestleMania 13. The Hitman, Bret Hart, trying to lock in the sharpshooter king. You know how that feels.
Yes,
it
I
is
do.
Deadly painful.
Oh my gosh, and Bret Hart has it cinched in. Stone Cold Steve Austin, I don't think he's got any choice, JR. He's gonna have to say, I quit.
Austin a long way from the ropes. He can't reach the ropes. Referee Ken Shamrock right down in Austin's face to hear him say, I quit. Austin in a bad, bad way, obviously.
Wait a minute.
Bret got off balance. Bret lost his balance there, lost his leverage, but he didn't relinquish the hold.
Oh, he's still got it locked in and now applying even more pressure.
An amazing display of guts.
Listen to Shamrock. He's saying, Austin, do you quit? Do you quit?
Shamrock's done an amazing job of officiating this match. Austin has passed out.
That's it.
Austin is unconscious.
As a result of Stone Cold Steve Austin losing consciousness, the winner of this bout, Bret Hitman Hart.
The match is over. The referee has stopped it. Austin cannot continue. And there's no reason for Bret Hart to continue this onslaught. He's won the match, but he's frustrated that he couldn't make Austin say, I quit.
He's going to try to put that sharpshooter on again. Shamrock, oh, look at Shamrock.
Shamrock with a takedown, waistlock takedown, and Shamrock will fight you, Bret. He will fight you right now. Bret Hart showing no sportsmanship whatsoever after winning this controversial match here at WrestleMania 13.
Well, Bret Hart wins, but Stone Cold Steve Austin just too stubborn to say, I quit.
And this crowd chanting, Austin, Austin. Man, we come in here, Hart was the fan favorite. Austin was the enemy. They leave in different roles.
Stunner!
Austin on one leg. You never trust a rattlesnake. They don't make good corporate pets, let me tell you. Austin on one leg. Refused to say, I quit. These fans are livid at the absence of Bret Hart.
In the wake of WrestleMania 13, as audiences began to gravitate towards Stone Cold Steve Austin, a dark cloud began to form, separating the Hitman from fans south of the Canadian border.
First of all, I want to apologize.
What?
To all my great fans in Canada.
For what?
And to you, my fans right here across the United States of America, I apologize for nothing. You take a gutless creep like Stone Cold Steve Austin and beat him to a bloody pulp. Even though you all know that he lost, you cheer him on the way back to the dressing room like he won. You don't respect me. Well, the fact is, the American wrestling fans can kiss my ass.
Let me clear the air because I never, ever said I quit. Austin never gave up. Austin never gave up. You never got the job done.
As Bret Hart's relationship with the American fans continued to crumble.
Americans don't give a damn about family.
the Hitman would turn to his family to forge a new foundation.
I'm asking you for your help because I need you.
It would take more than numbers to rattle the rattlesnake.
I'm finished with you.
You'll have to kill me to be finished with me.
The only way I'm going to get Stone Cold Steve Austin off my back is to end his career.
Like a pack of wolves!
One of these days,
April 20th at In Your House.
I'm gonna look down at your grave. Here lies Bret the Hitman Hart. Cause Steve Austin whipped his pink and black. And that's the bottom line. Cause Stone Cold said so.